Pause for laughter. We're asking Santa Fe County voters for 23 million in general obligation bonds. Is that number right? I got it off the ballot language. Let me erase that. We are asking the Santa Fe public for some of general obligation bonds to support the college. Our main priorities are safety and security and enhancement of student spaces. For example, 1983. We want to create welcoming environments that inspire a sense of belonging and engagement. Treat space as an asset for enhanced student outcomes. Use technology to support a mix of physical and digital environments that invite the broader community to campus for knowledge sharing and social connection. And one important thing here on this particular issue is the bond is not aimed at creating new space, but reconfiguring current space to better serve our students and our community. So that's a distinction here. We need to update things. The students need to sit down in the main hall and have a place to plug in their laptops and their USB chargeable things. That's just one tiny example. There was a master plan process that happened recently where everyone was invited, input from all sectors of the college and the community was gathered, and that was put into a 10-year plan. That is my understanding of primarily what is informing, exclusively what is informing what this bond will support. Like I said, we'll have stuff in the web pages and in our documentation that should come out late next week. So that's kind of my spiel, guys. And let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Oh yeah, so I wanted to just quickly end by asking you all, what do you think was the top grossing movie this year? That's a good guess, but it's wrong. It may be by the end. Yes. Freedom of Sound. I don't think that's it. Barbie was already said, and that's not it. Oppenheimer, no, that was like number 6. Star Wars was that was okay. There are a couple more guesses. Yell it out. Nice try. It was up there. It's very annoying. It's a very annoying movie. I saw it because I have children. No, I loved Barbie. What are you talking about? Okay. It's I gotta just give it to you. It's the Mario Brothers, the movie. I may be getting old, but everything is worse right now, I swear. Okay, let's end with that. Support the bond this November or vote on the bond to educate yourself when information comes out. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Todd, for that update and look back to 1983. I really appreciate that. Okay, so for the next exciting news from the college, last spring, a lot of faculty and staff members worked extremely hard to redesign our college placement policies. As many of you know, there's a lot of national research that shows if the students are able to complete their English, college level English within the first academic year, their chances for success skyrockets. And so for everybody who actually participated in this effort, even a small amount, can you please stand if you're able? Oh, come on, there's more people. I can see people's faces. There's 2? There's more than 2. There's no English faculty member in the room? Okay. All right. Well, it is exciting to share that thanks to all of your efforts, the number of students of color who were able to enroll in college level English almost doubled from the previous year, and their success rates increased by 7%. So can everybody give a round of applause to everybody who worked hard on this? Thank you so much for your work and your effort. It really made a difference. And so we are really, really grateful for everybody's hard work on this. The next part is a quick update about our upcoming strategic plan. As many of you know, we do our strategic plan on a 5-year cycle. But after we do the 5-year cycle, we update our initiatives on an annual basis. Each year, we try to cut down the number of initiatives to around 20 because we know when we do too much, we can't be successful. But it's always difficult for us to go below 20. So what we do is instead is after some of the initiatives are successful or it's not working so well, we switch out the initiatives. So I just want to share some of the new initiatives that's coming down the stream. Our first strategic priority is to support our students. And in there's 2 new updates. One is to build on the success of the foundation. SFCC Foundation always does some amazing work of fundraising on behalf of our students. And this year, given that we found out that 38% of our students are actually student parents, there's some qualifiers. I'm not going to bore you. Only data people love that level of qualifiers. We are going to add student parents as one of our goals of further supporting through financial means. So thank you so much for SFCC Foundation's commitment to help us move forward. Another thing we're going to be doing this year is further develop the pathway linkages to 4-year degrees and career opportunities. As many of you know, the Guided Pathway Initiative has been going for the last 3-4 years, and many of you are involved in the process. And so this is the next phase of improving post-graduation outcomes by making sure there's appropriate linkages of our students who graduate to 4-year degrees. 3 new initiatives under partner with our community. First one is to further expand our non-credit to credit and workforce training opportunities. This includes our recent announcement about partnership with Apple, so we're excited there. Chris informed me that there was about, Chris, what was it, 2,000 additional works happening in Llano through CECT? Is Chris here? Amazing. Just a round of applause for that. And based on our success with the English placement multiple measures redesign, we're hoping to work with the math faculty members to see what can we do in addition to their amazing work that they've already done with their college placement software. Margaret, what was that software called? Alex? No. Alex PPL, right? Yeah. So we're going to be working with the math department to see if there's something else we could do in addition to that. Okay. One additional update about building our college capacity. I am incredibly happy and excited to report that we're actually going to be doing a salary study for employees. We recognize that the cost of living has been increasing at the in Santa Fe area for years now. And we want to take a serious look and try to see what we need to do to make sure that our employees are paid appropriately. And so this does not mean it's going to happen within the 1-year time period. Even if they say that we need to actually make additional salary adjustment to our employees, it might take us 5 years to get there. But having a plan allows us to then plan fiscally to figure out how can we get all of our employees to an appropriate pay level. So that's another initiative that the college will be working on. Okay, so here is just those are the quick updates from the strategic plan. Another thing I want to just give a quick update on is the HLC accreditation. I've talked to some of you, but since it seems like many of you are new at the college, as part of being a public post-secondary institution that receives financial aid from the federal government, we need to actually ensure that our quality and standards is at an appropriate level. And to that end, we work with the Higher Learning Commission to ensure that we are fulfilling all of our institutional accreditation requirements. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but what we are currently in is something called a standard pathways. And at year 4 and year 10, HLC representatives will be coming on campus to ask us questions and evaluate whether or not we are meeting the accreditation standards. This is going to be our year 4 visit. There's going to be 5 different people from across the country that will be coming on campus. The good news is that these are not just HLC representatives. These are our colleagues in the field. These are people who actually work at a community college, who are faculty members and staff members and administrators. So we'll be, when we say, this is what's happening, they really understand because the same things are likely happening on their campus. And so what I'm hoping all of you could do is to make sure you are ready to answer any questions that our peer reviewers have on November 6th and November 7th. Generally, these people are going to be here on campus for about a day and a half. I will be sending out meeting invites as we get closer, as I work with their chair to figure out the details. But they want to talk to staff, they want to talk to students, they want to talk to faculty, they want to talk to board members, all of us. And so I hope we could put our best foot forward. If you're ever bored and can't sleep at night, I recommend reading the 5 core components for accreditation. I'll put you right to sleep. I read it to my daughter sometimes when she says she's bored. But basically speaking, Criterion wants to make sure that we actually have our mission and vision statement. Thank you so much for recognizing our mission statement earlier. I really appreciate that. It's empower students, strengthen community. 4 words, right? It's on back of our business cards. You can see it when you walk in the hallway. They're going to ask us, what's your mission statement? So just say empower students, strengthen community. Okay. Criterion 2 is basically, do you have the appropriate policy to put in place to make sure that you actually have processes in place? 3 and 4 is all about making sure that the quality of instruction is to par, right? This includes assessment, program review, co-curricular things, student support services. And Criterion 5 is about making sure we have the appropriate resources to support the students and staff and faculty members. And so that's IT, strategic planning, finances, all those fun stuff. So, but with that, I'm happy to move on to the next part, which is to talk about the 2023 SFCC Assessment Honors Awards. And so for this, I welcome Dr. Ruthie Watson to the stage.
Thanks, Josh. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's good to be here with you. And as I start this, let me just say a couple words. I have seen a lot of you before. Last year, as I came in as Director of Special Projects, and I was working with Mindy, my predecessor. I learned a lot from her. I learned a lot from you. And so I am so happy to start this first of many, what I hope to be session or awards of what we call the assessment honors. And this really is just a way that we will show you how or recognize people who've done a great job. This wasn't an easy task at all, believe me, because as I started to meet you and learn about you and know what you do, I understand the struggle because I used to be faculty too, and I know about how it goes. I know about the time crunches, but I really do want you to know that I appreciate your efforts and I appreciate all that you did. So I want to just give you a little overview of assessment at SFCC. This year, we have been working to get to a goal of 100% completion, and that is not an easy thing. There are in every school, every program, every... Did I do that? Yeah. Schools, program, and even co-curricular departments, we do what we call ESO, Essential Skills Outcomes, and we also do Program Learning Outcomes Assessments. And so everybody has to do this every semester. And so while we may not do it for every particular course, there is a plan in place to make sure that this gets done. It's important to us as an institution and as faculty and staff to know how well we're doing what we say we're doing. It's important to us as an institution because HLC requires it. And so as part of our accreditation, if we don't get it right, then we don't have jobs. That's the bottom line. So we want to make sure that we do this right. And I want to make sure that I'm here to support you to make sure that we get it right as Director of Assessment. So it is an honor for me to be here to do this. I have 5 awards that I picked that I came up with in this Assessment Honors Awards, and these are the awardees. The Fast Starter Award basically is given to the individual who quickly got the grip of how to do assessments. We use a software program called Improve. This year it's called Improvement. And so this person, when I contacted them and said, I need you to go into Improve and start doing your assessments for the semester, He said, okay, we met. I showed him what he needed to do and improve, and he got it done. He picked it up really quickly, was easy, and able to get it done. So the Fast Starter Award goes to Owen Stencil. Owen, coming up. Owen is in Emergency Medical Services Institute. Hi, Owen. Oh, back? No.
Over here? You tell us, Ben, wherever you want. Okay.
Photo op. Thank you. So the next award is for the Consider It Done Award, and it's for reliability, dependability, and efficiency in completing assessments. This is the person, when I sent out a list at the close to the end of the semester, I sent out a list and I said to each faculty, okay, you have this assessment coming up for spring 2023. Please try to get it done. That person was like, no problem. So the Consider It Done Award goes to Jessica Balladares. Coming up, Jessica. Yeah, got your name, yeah. Thanks, Jessica. The next one is our Positive Participator Award. And this goes to the person who approaches the assessment process as a learning experience with a curious spirit and positive attitude. And this person always says to me, okay, is there something else that I can do? Am I getting it right? What else do I need to do? Because I want to make sure that it's right and that I get everything covered. And so this person is Julianne Santillanes. The next award is the Above and Beyond Award, and it's for showing initiative and dedication to the assessment process, being adaptable and persistent in finding answers to assessment questions and challenges. And we all know, especially in working with the assessment software and improve, it really was a challenge in some days for some people, and it could really take you through something. So this person, when she said, hey, okay, I said, here's what you need to do. She said, all right, tell me if I got it right. Went back a couple times. We had to go back and forth, but she persisted. And so she was able to adapt and be flexible in completing her assessments. So that goes to, hello? Okay. So that goes to Dr. Dawn Wink. Hey, Dawn. And is Jen Bernizer here? Okay, Jen, I need you next. Just a heads up. The next award is the overall best assessment award. And this goes to an individual who provided clear details and information in the narratives and the assessments, checking all areas and providing information that is pertinent to learning outcomes. And the thing about it is that in this old software and Improve, you had to go through every single little, you had to do a lot of clicking and you had to do a lot of answering, and you had to make sure that you get everything. Otherwise you would get email from me saying, you got to go back and do something else. That's going to change. I'm telling y'all, you'll love the next one. Anyway, this award goes to Kate McCahill and Jen Brenizer, who is the assistant dean, is going to accept for Kate McCahill today. So our last award is a team award and this goes to a team that really, when I contacted their team leader, said, okay, Ruthie, I'm going to get them all in this. We're going to make sure that everybody gets it done. And the great thing is that these awards actually was her idea. But that being said, assessment across the board is a team effort. It's not just one person, it's a team effort in school, every department, every program. And so again, I really appreciate being part of your team. And so the 2023 Team Awesome Award is for demonstrating outstanding teamwork and synergy in completing assessments to improve student outcomes. The 2023 Team Awesome Award goes to Student Affairs Team. Come on up, Dr. Thomasini and your team. Anybody from Mary, Harry, come on up, you guys. Holly and Danielle. Okay, where's Mary Elias? Come on up. So that being said, those are all of our awards today. What I really would like to, there you go, say is, again, thanks for being awesome. And I would like to take this opportunity to remind everybody that we do have new software this year called Improvement that I will be personally doing trainings on. I do expect to see you there if you are responsible for doing assessments, because this is a big job. It's a brand new, it's different from Improve as we know it. Once you get it, you will be happy that you came, but I will be there all week next week, and starting tomorrow, we're going to start with our introduction to improvement and to assessment at SFCC. I really do look forward to meeting you again and getting to know you, learning about what you do and helping you do it better if you need to do it better. Thanks a lot.
So before we conclude for the day, let's a final word from Becky. See if I could do this. Becky, are you ready? You're muted. It wouldn't be a Teams meeting unless you told somebody that you're muted, right?
Sorry. As you know, I'm not totally with it today. Thank you all for all of the updates. I really just want to add a couple of words of thanks to all of the people who have been working on assessment. I feel very confident to have Ruthie's leadership on these projects. When I think back a couple of years ago and where we were, our status with assessment overall, and this is an academic, it's an academic issue because HLC generally views assessment as kind of the guts of the academic part of accreditation, but then assessment, it extends over to everything. And as you notice that, it's student services who won the team award. So it's about continuous quality improvement, starting where we are, gathering evidence for what we're doing, and trying to use that evidence to determine how we're going to improve our outcomes. We have done an outstanding job of doing that over the last couple of years. And right now, I feel like we are in really, really good shape for our visiting team to come to us in November. Because I guarantee you the first thing that they're going to be looking at is how well we're doing on assessment and what sorts of improvements we've made since our last visit. So thank you all for everything that you've done. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there in person today, but I want to thank everybody for being here today and for everything that you're doing, and wish you a great semester. Thanks.
Well, thank you, everybody, and have a great beginning of the semester.